I love being in a group of people and then like being presented with a problem and no one in the group knows how to solve the problem. And yet we all put our monkey minds together. We're like, how about this, how about this, how about this, let's try that. And everyone's like, no, how about this? And it was like, ooh, like the human mind, man, it's like we all start sharing this like unity consciousness and it's just like we figure things out. It's really beautiful.
Fruitarian, living lifestyle, learn about the benefits and start now. Eating from the vine and feeling divine. Fruit living with nature's design.
What's going on, guys? In this video I'm going to tell you about the best 4 raw food events that I'll be attending this summer, and you can come to as well. These things are not sold out yet, but they are limited in number, so if you want to come, you definitely want to get your ticket soon. The 4 events I'm going to tell you about during this video are going to be the Danish Fresh Food Festival that's happening July 20th, my very own Amsterdam retreat, which is happening July 28th, the UK Fruit Festival, which is happening August 2nd, and then the New York Woodstock Fruit Festival, which is happening August 20th. So what you can expect at the Danish Fresh Food Festival, which is the first on this list, is it takes place at a school. We're renting out a school. It's a really nice area. You can expect lots of big open landscapes, lots of big open fields. The weather's been great. A little chilly in the morning, so you definitely want to bring some warm clothes for the morning. You definitely want to bring some running shoes. There's lots of running events happening there. And you want to come with the ability, like all festivals, come with the ability to remember people's names, because there's a lot of group interaction happening. There's a lot of, hey, nice to meet you, how are you, my name is X, my name is Y, my name is Z, and you want to be able to remember people's names. And a little tip there, if you have a hard time remembering people's names, just know that we all have a tough time remembering people's names. It's the thing that you must practice to develop. We all have the ability to get better at remembering people's names, but if you don't practice the ability, you're not going to develop it. So you've got to practice the ability. How do you practice it? When you get someone's name, maybe the name is Susan, you say, oh, hi Susan, nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. And then when you leave, you say, all right, see you later, Susan. So repeat their name at least twice the first time you meet them. Something more specific that you can expect at the Danish Fresh Food Festival is, it was like a 50-50 ratio of guys to girls, and the ages seem to range from anywhere from like 20 to 40 or 20 to 35 on average, it seemed. So anywhere aged between 20 and 35, that was like the average age range. And people were friendly, people were funny. The weather was good. We were chilling outside, eating fruit outside a lot of the time, most of the time. And there's some little meditations happening and little groups going off on their own. There are about, like, from what I can remember, there was like 6 or 8 lectures happening each day, and they tried to organize them so you could go to all the lectures instead of having these lectures like at the same time. You'd miss one, but I'm not sure what the schedule's like this year so far. But there's events and lectures happening all the time, and if you want more one-on-one time with the speaker, just go up and talk to them after they're done their talk. Usually when a speaker is done talking, another speaker comes in and they leave, and then the new audience comes in. So if you're really curious to speak with the speaker afterwards, just go follow them out and ask them a bunch of questions. And I'll first ask if they have time, and then ask them a bunch of questions. And then at the fruit there, what's the fruit like? Well, the fruit was amazing last year. We had lots of mangoes, we had lots of melons, we had lots of berries. The berries were out of control. What else did we have? Like, we had some peaches, we had some nectarines. Those are really good. We had some figs. It was really great. And we had like some matchmaking events going on, little matchmaking workshops going on, and that was really cool. Like, everyone would go around and spend time with a different person, and then write their name on a sheet of paper, something if they liked them. Like, that was really neat. But yeah, Danish Fresh Food Festival, highly recommend it. It was a magical time last year, and I know it's going to be a magical time again this year, and that's in Copenhagen. Now for the UK Fruit Festival. The UK Fruit Festival is, I'd say it's more so outdoors than the Danish Fresh Food Festival. Just because the Danish Fresh Food Festival, they were inside of a school, so everyone's like in the school the whole time, unless they were outside getting sun or running or eating fruit. But the UK Fruit Festival, it seems like a lot more is outdoors, and it's by a body of water, so if you're daredevilish enough, you can go in the water. And there's like a river going by, like a stream going by, and there's like a big open field you can run on. And there's a lot less like building. It's more just like open area with maybe some tents and stuff. Like the kitchen was like just in this tent outside that people could like just like peep into, you know. The only like housing really was like where we slept, and maybe like the main speaking area. There's like one main speaking area, a main speaking room, and then just like bunks for people to sleep in. But the rest of all the events and everything took place under tents or outside, and had a really big bonfire every night there. That was really nice. A lot of dancing happening. There's like a couple dances that took place there, and I just remember feeling like I'm looking at like Ann Osborne, I'm looking at Ronnie, I'm looking at some of the other raw fooders there, and I'm thinking like, I spend all year getting to places like this, and now that I'm here, it's like, I don't need to worry about anything. Like, I don't need to post on social media, I don't need to promote anything. Like, I'm here, I'm living it, I'm doing it. This is amazing. These are like my people. It's really great being there with them. So I really enjoyed the UK Fruit Festival last year. And that takes place August 2nd to August 6th this year. It was just, again, like some cold mornings, so you definitely want to bring some warm clothing for sure, and maybe some cold evenings as well. So bring some warm clothing, absolutely. And if you got an instrument you want to play, bring your instrument to these festivals as well. I just remember too, the Danish Fresh Food Festival also had a bonfire as well, and people were playing instruments there. So bring your instruments to either festival or all these festivals I'm talking about here, and then yeah, man, creatively express yourself at these festivals. After the UK festival this year, there's going to be the Woodstock Fruit Festival, which is happening a couple weeks later, August 20th. And this is like the granddaddy of them all, man. This one has like 600 people going, and it's by this big lake. It's on Camp Walden. You can go swimming every day, and there's these trails to run in, like trails galore, and there's these roads to ride your bike on if you want to bring your bike, or you can do some road running. The road goes along goes around the lake. There's like a lot of different activities happening. There's like go-karting, there's rope swings, there's different like outdoor events happening, like problem solving, group team problem solving events happening. Those are like the funnest things ever. I love being in a group of people and then like being presented with a problem, and no one in the group knows how to solve the problem. And yet we all put our monkey minds together. We're like, how about this, how about this, how about this, let's try this, let's try that. And everyone's like, no, 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 how about this? And it was like, ooh, like the human mind, man, it's like we all start sharing this like unity consciousness, and it's just like we figure things out. It's really beautiful when you get a small group of people together and you present them with a problem and say, all right, to figure it out. It feels so good. So I love being part of that. And there are some great speakers at the Woodstock Fruit Festival. You got Robert Lockhart, who's been doing raw for over 30 years. You got Ann Osborne, who's been doing raw for probably around 30 years as well. Young Cappy Osborne as well, he'll be there. Mike Arnstein, Chris Kendall. A few years ago there was Ravana, there was Raw Alignment, Kate Flowers, like really cool people there, man. It's gonna be an amazing festival this year as well. Who else? I'm not good with quickly recalling the past and bringing it to the future. I'm just like so much more future orientated than remembering the past. But any big name that you can think of in the raw food world, there's a good chance they'll be at this fruit festival, or they've at least been there in the past because it's been such a powerful festival. So highly recommend checking it out. Megan Elizabeth, Easy to Be Raw. Yeah, there's gonna be some good people there for sure. So check out the Woodstock Fruit Festival. If you want more information on that, then link in the description. Again, it's pretty cold in the morning, so bring some warm clothing. I recommend bringing a flashlight as well. In fact, if you go to the Woodstock Fruit Festival website, they have a list of things you should think about bringing. If you're gonna sleep outside in a tent, buy some extra blankets. They sell extra blankets, like $2 or something. Every year I go, I rent a cabin. I stay in one of the cabins and I pay extra for more blankets because I hate waking up cold. But I gotta tell you, like one time I was at the Fruit Festival, I think it was 2011, and I woke up so cold one morning. I was up at like 5 a.m. I was like, I can't sleep, I'm just gonna get up and walk outside. So like 5:30 came around, I actually got out of my cabin and left. And I was walking down this big open field, and I thought it was just me awake, and for some reason I just felt like turning around and looking. And I saw this girl walking down the hill, and she was like smiling and walking with this nice pep to her step. And I immediately was like, love at first sight. I was like, who is this girl? I want to get to know her. And we started talking. We spent like an hour and a half talking down at the eating area together, just getting to know each other. And we fell in love, man. After the festival, she went back to Paris, I went back to Canada, but then we like just couldn't stop thinking about each other, talking to each other. And I flew her out to Vancouver. She spent a couple weeks in Canada together. Then we went to Panama together, and now again, maybe this summer I'll see her in Paris if I'm in Europe as well. So you meet the loves of your life at these festivals. You meet your best friends at these festivals. Like, the only reason I've ever gone to Panama or Costa Rica is because I met some people at these festivals who are like, hey, you should come. Or the people plant these seeds in your mind, and they grow into beautiful things, you know? They grow into beautiful things if you're emotionally involved with the idea, with the excitement. So yeah, highly recommend the Woodstock Fruit Festival. And then last but not least, I want to recommend suggest coming to my Amsterdam retreat, which is happening July 28th. So after the Danish Fresh Food Festival, but before the UK Fruit Festival. If you want to come to Amsterdam, July 28th, we're going to be having 3 days there of raw food fun. We're going to be doing some group exercises. We're going to be doing very little lecturing. So I don't like talking at people. I like talking with people. I like getting the group involved. And I think you learn much better when you're teaching other people. When you're interacting with other people, you learn so much more. The concepts get drilled so much deeper because you're actually having to apply them and teach them to others. So if you want to master something, teach it. If you want to like barely learn it at all, just hear it once for the first time. So everything we say at the Amsterdam retreat, we're going to be recording for you guys. You guys are going to be able to take home and listen to it again and again and again to really soak it in. You're going to be doing some writing, some written workshop stuff there. So you're using your hand-eye coordination, you're drilling it in deeper there. But you're going to be teaching other people. You're going to be interacting with other people at this retreat. And that's taking place in central Amsterdam. And what you can expect there is unlimited food. We will cover all the food for you guys. We'll provide you guys with some ideas of where to stay around the town. We'll give you some links. We'll give you some Airbnb suggestions. And we'll just hang out for 3 days in Amsterdam together. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be super fun. You're going to learn how to make different recipes, and you're going to learn how to just stay the course and stay inspired and meet other people in your area or in Europe, and who are on the like vibe as you, who are on the same path as you, and you can just carry the journey on together with them thereon after. So Amsterdam is going to be amazing. If you want more information for that, you know what to do, guys. Description's got it all covered. So I really look forward to seeing you guys there. If you have any questions about anything regarding these festivals, these events, definitely hit me up. You can send me a direct message on Instagram. My Instagram is @Fruitarian. I'll reply to that. These relate to the festival. If you want to ask me any question about raw food in general, I recommend Snapchat. Hit me up with a snap at Ted Carr. And for everything else, guys, just send me a personal email if you want. I'm not the best with emails though, so if you send me an email and I don't get back to you, and you really want it actually answered, send it another email. I typically get back to people by the second or third time they send me an email. But I seem to be better with apps like Snapchat and Instagram because it's just like quick, boom, boom, boom. But yeah, emails are much more like formal and whatever. So yeah, hope you guys got something from this video. I do hope to see you at these festivals. And the big reason I recommend coming to these festivals is because we are social creatures. And it's so easy to succeed with something when you're doing it with 600 other people. Think about it. It's like if you had to go walk for 42 kilometers right now, which is a marathon. If you had to go walk a marathon, you'd be like, oh, I can't do this. I'm all alone. This sucks. But what if 600 people walked with you? You'd be like, this is great. You're having fun. Right? Humans are social creatures. We live in herds. We live in communities. We live in packs. And we thrive around a bunch of like-minded people. So the Woodstock Fruit Festival is like 7 days long. The UK Festival is like 4 days long. The Amsterdam and the Danish Fresh Food event are 3 days long as well. So if you come to all these events, or even just 1 or 2 of them, your life is going to be forever changed. And they're so worth it. It's only like $500 to get on for like each of these. Each of these events is like $500. Woodstock is like $1,000 to attend as a regular attendee, or $500 if you want to attend as a volunteer. And I recommend attending as a volunteer because you get to help out. When you help out, you feel really good. When you help out, you get to hang out with other people who are helping out, who are willing to donate their time. And you might even get that $500 back. I'm not sure what the volunteer situation is like at Woodstock. Maybe you pay the $500, and then once you successfully volunteer, you get it back or something. So I'm not sure what the deal is, or maybe they just give you a crazy discount and give you half off. I don't know what it is, but Danish Fresh Food Festival, the UK Fruit Festival, Amsterdam Retreat, they're all like about 500 euros, give or take. Use the coupon code Comfort Yourself as well, and you can save a bit there. Yeah, man, just hang out with like-minded people. It shows you that anything is possible when you get a team together. When you get a core group of people together with the same vision, anything is possible. Anything is possible. I look forward to chatting with you guys at these events, and I'm going to be a speaker at them as well. So I'd love to have you come to my talks, but they're not going to be just me standing here talking to you like this. If you come to a talk at Woodstock, you better be prepared to involve yourself. You better be prepared to express yourself in a way that you may have never expressed yourself before with another person. You may be, you know, instructed to look in the eyes of someone else for a minute or two. You may be instructed to share something with someone that you've never shared with anyone else. You may be instructed to close your eyes and let someone guide you around the room for a second or something. Like, just, you're gonna experience things that you've never experienced before in your life if you come to these events. I promise you that. So I really, really, really look forward to seeing you there. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to contact me. Like I said, I spent all year long preparing for these events. So when I'm there, I'm gonna be giving you everything I've got. Much love. Peace out from Port Moody, British Columbia.
I was eating mango just before the salad, beautiful mango, and it's all messy, my hands so messy, and I'm like, oh man, I don't have a napkin. And I remember Ted Carr is always talking about rubbing fruit into your skin, so I just went like this.
Ted Carr, this is my hero right here.
Oh, you can get it.
Dude, keep your eyes open, man. Too loud around here.
Maybe we can do
Hey guys, I think I'm coming to Hawaii, bro. 100%. Big on.
Okay.
Hey. 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 Who are you guys?
I'm Jake.
What are you doing here?
Loving life, loving fruit, loving Ted.
George?
I'm here.
He's here. What are you doing here?
Eating fruit.
Eating fruit.
Tie-dyeing. Tie-dyeing scrubs.
We're at like the 6th Woodstock, right? The 6th ever?
Yeah.
And you and I met at the first ever.
At the first ever, yeah.
I thought this guy was a crazy guy. He still is a guy. I still think he's a crazy guy. But now I know him. I know him as a crazy guy. He's not that crazy, but he just, you know, he's pretty crazy. You think you're crazy?
Yeah.
Exceptionally crazy?
I knew George before George knew me from the first Woodstock Fruit Festival, watching the videos. George was in them.
Oh, bro. George would make it in.
I knew Ted before going to the first Fruit Festival.
Peace be with you. How was that experience?
That was good.
Double blind, bro. Good stuff.
It's for their first time.